See, I wouldn't end up in that situation because I wouldn't go in the bathroom anyway.
You don't use a public restroom at all?
It has to be an emergency. I mean, I have to be just busting to go.
Really?
And that's the only way I can go in public. I have to, like, if I'm going to go out.
It has to be almost like a bladder infection for you to go.
Exactly. I have to be tasting it in my mouth. It's backed up that far.
I bet you have, and not your own. That's the problem with you. That's what I'm, I have the feeling, and I don't have details, that you've done some sick, disgusting things, and yet a public bathroom disgusts you.
Like anytime at a football game, it's everyone goes at halftime. There's those long lines because normal people can have their schedule. And they go, now's the opportune time to go.
Yeah.
I can take advantage of that. Not me.
I'm the guy who's the first one to use the sink. I'm that guy.
I hate that guy.
Because I have to go. And, I was told when I was a kid that don't hold on to it. It's poison. It'll back up into you. It'll kill you.
No, I got gallons of poison just sitting. No. And I cannot go in a public restroom. It's just the worst. I've had to use this one on occasion here.
I noticed that you have Master Poe actually guarding the door for you, that he'll take you down, open the door, lock it behind you, and then stand guard so no one sees the pee-pee.
Yeah, exactly. That way I'm in there by myself. It's the only way to work.
And you're crying while you're doing it. Why did this happen, God? Why? What is wrong with me?
It feels like a disease. And in this bathroom, they keep the window open to the alley.
Yeah.
To air that mother out.
Yeah, because there's some kind of a plumbing backup here. It just smells like Canada.
Oh, yeah, there is a stank in there. And I have to pull that window, too. I don't know if I think Spider-Man's going to scale the building or ninjas are going to come in the bathroom, but...
I just want to apologize because I forgot we were on in Canada. And I had no idea. I now have to start and watch my references.
They know the smell.
I meant because of outhouses. I don't know. So you will never drop mud. Anyway,
no.
You've never done it?
Never.
What about when you were a kid, school?
No. Nope. In fact, one time I was even sick in school. It was 11th grade. I remember I was a junior at Pinellas Park Senior High School. Go Patriots.
Right.
And... I got sick, stomach cramps and everything.
Yeah.
And I actually messed myself.
You shit yourself.
I shit myself rather than go to the bathroom. And then I didn't even go to clean up.
You sat in it?
Yeah. I just let it crust between the cheeks, man. I was not going in that bathroom.
Why didn't you at least go home instead of sitting there?
There was
perfect attendance record?
There was... I didn't want to mess that up. There was one period left. I had history. That was it.
What? You're sitting in shit. I don't care. I would leave school if a friend had a half a joint. I was out the door, let alone if I shit my pants.
I had 50 minutes of history to go. And
was everyone going, do you smell shit in here? There's something wrong with you.
Oh, that class, I just sat so cross-legged and clenched. Not wanting to release any odors.
Crying?
Any shit smell.
I'm so dirty.
I didn't want to have to get up to turn in a paper or anything.
What was it, an uncle that did this to you? What happened?
I have no memory of any abuse.
It had to have been abuse. What 11th grade person would sit in their own shit rather than using a bathroom or going home? I would be able to take a shit in a rusty bucket at a hockey game. Put me out on the blue line.
Oh.
If I have to go, I have to go. And everyone else can turn their head.
Then they throw out the octopus.
But I'm not going to sit and shit my pants without doing anything about it.
Yeah, I thought I could hold it. I mean, it's years of training, years of control, of always holding it. That one slipped past me.
You're going to damage something.
Something smelt damage that day. Then riding home on the bus, it was just really starting to reek.
Oh, stop.
And I'm just, there's always the retarded kid on the bus that you can go, oh, what did he do?
So disgusted. I'm so disgusted. Is it because of your lifestyle that, I don't know, you've just got a massive bunghole there? How can you not hold it in? Is it just dropping out of you like a horse walking down the street?
It was very loose. I had some sort of stomach virus or something.
Hey, Earl, would you do me a favor and get him one of those horse bags for his ass? Because I don't want there any problems here.
Right on it.
So what do we have?
Not get that.
What do we have to do with you if you have to use a bathroom? You want us all to leave the building?
That would actually be about the only way. And then I would even worry about hearing the elevator bell ringing in the hallway that someone's on the floor.
I'm going to
headed towards the men's room.
I'm going to send out an XM memo that if Fez has to use the bathroom, everyone needs to leave the building. And everybody will understand.
It's kind of like a fire drill. It's just like more of a shit drill.
Why don't we do this? I'll get you a rusty bucket and we'll start and try.
No! There's no way I could go in a rusty bucket.
What is the type of therapy where it's just a little bit at a time?
Baby steps?
Yeah, well, I don't know if it's baby steps, but it's some kind of conditioning. Maybe you go in there and just try farting for a first week or two. See if that's okay.
See, I don't want to leave my smell in there. That would just be devastating to me.
What?
That would be devastating to me if I walked out of there and someone else walked in. You know that stink that's in there now, the Canada smell you said? I'm always worried that I'm going to leave and someone new to the men's room is going to walk in there and just attribute it to me. Like I shit out a bad mackerel or something.
We're all humans. We understand that sometimes you shit out a bad mackerel. No one cares. That's what you got. If you were 5, I would have this conversation with you. I don't know what to do.
I don't think anyone did have this conversation with me at 5.
Did they know that they did something to you mentally, you think? Was there some kind of odd potty training that went on?
Not that I can recall. I remember one time, Mother took us all to the beach, me and my brother Corky and my sister, and we were there maybe...
I thought she should take you to the zoo. They always take retards to the zoo.
We went to the beach.
What is it, the monkeys that you guys love?
They're funny. But we went to the beach, and I had to shit like 20 minutes after being there. And they're like telling me to go in the water.
Yes.
And everything else. And I couldn't do it. I could not do it. And the pressure that was on me.
Right.
I remember being like 4 years old, I think. And the pressure, and we actually had to go home. I ruined the day at the beach. Because I wouldn't go like in their public restroom on the beach.
And you're in the station wagon. Faster, Mommy, faster.
Yeah.
The bad feeling is coming.
The bad feeling was there until I got home.
Then you couldn't go?
Then it's like, you better march your little self in there and go.
Right.
And then I couldn't. So that's like my earliest bad bathroom experience I can remember.
I don't understand it. Why don't every day you'll go into the bathroom and just practice burping first. See if you can go in there and burp.
I don't think I can burp.
Seriously, between me and you, there's something really wrong with you. Absolutely, you're insane.
I just can't deal with any of that. It just, nothing works when I go in there. It just all shuts down. Like an LA power grid.
Are you seeing a therapist now?
No, not right now.
You should be. And this should be the opening day. I can't
Like,
piss.
I'm going to be able to go in there and say, I can't piss.
You know what? I'm going to write a note that just says, my fat buddy can't piss in public.
You don't have to write fat.
Bill me. Just charge me the hundreds of thousands of dollars it's going to take to fix you.
You don't have to write fat. You don't have to write it in all capitals and underline it twice.
And I drew a kind of a fat snowman with a little tiny peach and just piss trickling down.
Is that supposed to be me?
Oh, no. It's just a funny picture. God, you're a sick man, though.
Yeah,
you're
it's
really
horrible to live this way.
You're a sick man.
It would be nice. I'd love to be like you and shit on center ice. I can't do it. I can't pull that off.
Here is Polio. Polio, you're on Ron Fez.
Buddies, welcome to XM.
Thank you very much. Nice to be here.
You were talking about the fear there, Fezzy.
Yeah.
And Ronnie, you said when you go right into the sink, like for halftime, just
right.
going for the sink, every sink was filled up. I took the top off the garbage can, started peeing in it, thought like, hey, I was crazy doing this.
Right.
About 6 other guys just jumped right there like we were pissing out a campfire.
You see that, Fezzy? Well, you know what, Fez, I bet you've never even had that feeling of pissing out a campfire when the stench hits you of smoke and urine.
No. It's like 3 bad things. Pissing outside, the stench, and fire.
Did your dad ever take you camping?
No, we never went camping.
Because of... Is your dad that way?
No, my dad can go pretty much anywhere.
On you? Did something like that happen?
No.
Joe, you're on Ron and Fez. How you doing, buddy?
Hey, welcome. Hey, Fez, I'll have you pissing in front of a urinal with both of your hands on the side of your waist, sitting there all confident and proud if you just do what I suggest.
Go ahead. I would love for that to happen for him.
This I used to have that problem too. But for example, when I'd be at a Redskins game, what I do before I go into the bathroom, I look at a good-looking chick, and then when I get in front of the urinal, I close my eyes and pretend like I'm fucking her. And what I do is right before I come, I pretend like I'm coming, and instead of coming, I just
All right,
sit.
I'm going to have a group therapy that you're going to be joining with Fez, because you're every bit as insane as him. And by the way, the naked woman thing is not going to work for him. That'll disappear up into his gut somewhere.
Where are you, Pishi?
That thing will roll back up inside of him.
No, one thing that I have to do if I'm going to piss in public, I have to do this. I have to try to think of everything I've drank.
Yeah.
Like over the past 2 days. Like I have to just imagine myself drinking a 6-pack or, just drinking way too much water. I have to just think of all that liquid in me to build up in my mind to get it back out.
Fez, your thing has brought up other people, I guess, that share in some of your problems. Here's Jay. Jay, you're on Ron Fez.
Hey, how are you guys doing?
Yeah.
Hey, Jay.
I love your show.
Thank you.
Hey, when I was a kid, I could only take a shit at Sears because I had such big shit that my house toilet would always back up, and my mom would get pissed off at me. So from that point on, I'd only go to Sears and take a dump.
Now, why Sears? Was there something industrial about their toilet, or
Yeah.
they had one of those
Yeah,
big
they
industrial
had
toilets that just
Yeah,
sucks
the
everything
ones
down
that
to the
go-
center of the earth?
Yeah, they would practically, if you were sitting on the toilet, it'd suck your eyeballs in.
You know, Earl's the same way, that he won't use a bathroom unless he has a plunger with him.
Yeah.
When you stayed at Fez's house, you had to ask for the plunger.
Oh, yeah.
That was true. I'm sitting there. I'm working on the computer. He comes down the stairs. He looks at me and goes, "Do you have a plunger?" And I immediately said, "What did you do?
Right.
What did you do in my bathroom?" And he hadn't even gone in it yet. He just knew trouble was on the horizon.
Yeah, my mud is quite atomic.
That's disgusting.
Didn't P-Funk do that? Atomic Mud?
Dog.
Oh.
Hey, Michael, you're on Ron Fez.
All right, I got a question for you.
Yeah.
You're out at the bar and you're drinking beer. What do? Do you go to the bathroom or you just stand there and piss your pants?
Well, you said in those situations, if you have a full stall and a door, you can muscle your way through it.
I
right,
can
Fez?
I can pull it out, but I mean, I have to be like when I go in get in line
Yeah.
at a bar to go to the men's room. Oh my gosh, it's agony at that point because I have to wait till the very last second, or just nothing's gonna happen.
Even when there's a full stall with a door and all, you're still intimidated. And
Yeah.
dropping mud out of the question.
That's totally out of that'll never happen. That'll never happen in my lifetime. You won't put it on my tombstone. He never shit in public.
All right, what about this, Fez? When you have to be in the hospital and they're going to give you a bedpan one day, you'll just take a knife and kill yourself.
Yeah, I'll beat myself in the head with the bedpan till I'm dead.
Master Poe brought us in some food.
The fruit cup there. He took it home to his mom and dad.
Hey, Dave, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
What's up, guys?
Hey, buddy.
Glad to have you on.
Thank you very much.
Big O&A fan, now a big RNF fan. I'm in the New York market, so
I appreciate it.
Basically, been hearing your names for a while now.
Thank you.
Little story. I'm in South Jersey. I work for a utility company, and when you're out there, you're going house to house. You really can't find a bathroom, so sometimes you got to find a hole in the basement and just drop a deuce.
Have you ever done that, Fez? Could you be like when you go to Europe? A lot of the toilets are just a hole in the floor. Would you be able to use them?
Those are the worst.
That would be rough. That would be really, really hard to do. I don't
Scared of
think I
somebody
could.
walking in on you.
I think it would be days.
How do you do traveling, like in hotels and all?
A hotel, that's like my bathroom.
Right.
And there's no one else in the room. I'm fine. If I was sharing a room with someone, I wouldn't be able to crap.
Yeah.
That would be it. It'd be over.
So a dorm situation, impossible.
Impossible. I had to, when I did go to college and lived in the dorm,
Yeah.
I had to wait till the roommate they assigned me. It would either leave, and I knew he was going to class and would be gone for a while, and then eventually the next semester I had to get like a room to myself because I was just,
Because you're mental illness. Matt, you're on Fez.
Hey, Fez, I feel your pain. I have the same problem, too, where I shit in public. And, it all happened. I was 8 years old in my Walmart, and I had to shit.
Well, your phone's breaking up, but it's something that happened to you when you were a little kid, though, right?
Yeah, when I was 8, and I went to Walmart, and I was taking a dump, and 2 guys walked in, and they just started, like, choking and saying, "Oh, my God, who died in here?" And it just traumatized me so terrible that I can now, I can't shit in public anymore.
But do you think it even had anything to do with you, or maybe the bathroom just stunk?
No, it was definitely me, because I have some pretty bombs.
Yeah.
And then I think, Ronnie, if you...
Oh, man, I can't hear you. But I like taking this back to a childhood traumatic experience, which I'm sure is what happened with you, Fez.
Yeah, the only thing I could think of, though, is the pressure at the beach, which will be the name of my next novel.
But you know what? I bet there was something even before that, like at a 2 or 3-year-old, that had you at 4 and 5 too nervous.
Right. I remember potty training even.
Yeah.
I can go back that far with my memories.
Right. Now, go be sure, because it was 3 weeks ago. You really haven't finished yet.
I just need public potty training.
All right, it is the Ron Fez Show. 866-RON-0-FEZ. 866-RON-0-FEZ. Here is Maddie. Maddie, you're on Ron Fez.
Hey, Maddie.
Hey, what's up, boys?
Yeah.
Hey, I'm down here on the Mexican border, and I got a question for Fezzy.
Go ahead.
Can he do it in a Gatorade bottle after being on surveillance for 16 hours protecting the homeland? Would he be able to do that?
Would you be able to use a Gatorade bottle like on the road or something?
If I was in the car by myself?
No. You're in a full car.
No, wouldn't be able to happen.
Fezzy, you're protecting the homeland, brother.
And now, I think this. Any guys that have ever been out drinking and on a road trip, your friend has been driving and you've stood up and went out the window while he was driving.
Not me.
I can't imagine not having that experience and being an American male.
I can't imagine anything worse.
Worst?
Worse than that.
Worse
than that.
It's just worse. It's not worst. So you're going to be okay with it. We'll try to deal with you. Here is John. John Q, you're on the Ron Fez Show. How you doing, buddy?
Hey, John.
What's happening, man?
Hey, guys. Big ass card member 0083.
Hoo-ah! That's old school.
Yeah, definitely. I'm glad to hear you guys again on XM live on the air. But I got a story for you, and it kind of goes along the lines of Fez's little problem there.
Yeah.
I have the same issue. I can't shit in public no matter what.
It's shit shame.
All right, now I don't know if I even want to talk about this anymore because we have great deli food. And I don't know about the mixture.
That's worth holding in.
Yeah.
Didn't want to ruin your lunch, but yeah, I have this problem even at work. I will not go to the bathroom at work. I will not touch a toilet bowl. I will not rock a bowl, break any of the bolts on the seat, nothing. But the earliest memory I have of this is when I was a child. I went to summer camp, and, you know, you wore those tight shorts back in the 80s and the T-shirts and whatnot. But the biggest problem I was having was I was holding it all day. On the way home, I was on the school bus on the way home from camp, and I let a little bit out. And my brother, who went to camp with me, tortured me all the time. And he didn't know what was going on. And he goes, he gets up from the back of the seat and says, "Who farted?" I started crying unbelievable. The bus driver pulled the bus over immediately, thought there was something totally wrong with me. But there was nothing wrong with me. You know, I had shit down my pants, basically.
All right.
I get up.
Emotional.
Yeah, definitely. I bolt off the bus. My brother supposedly claims that there was a whole line just from the seat straight out to the bus outside all the way to the house. But, you know, obviously...
Well, they're going to be able to figure out who did it then.
Well, yeah, obviously they knew it. I could not go back for at least a couple of days, you know, even up to a week, I think it was. I was totally embarrassed by it. But, man, that is the earliest memory. And since that point in time, I've tried my best to hold it in for hours. We're talking 8, 9 hours. I mean, I'll eat a nice egg sandwich, get something rumbling in my stomach early in the morning, and that thing will sit there all day until I get home and I'm rocking the bowl.
All right, thank you very much. Harry, I got to stay away from the turd stories. We got guys eating food. We're trying to have a nice day. What is wrong with you?
As Harry shoves a forkful of slaw into his big mouth.
Oh,
Harry,
please.
As you're saying it.
I'll move on.
Stick it into your pocket, you filthy.